We good, at least for right now. Make sure y'all like the stream. I'm JayeDeBlack. I'm back live. Oh, we gonna talk about this. See, I wasn't going to address it tonight. I was like, maybe I should go live tomorrow, but nah. Why don't I go live on this tonight? Shout out to 2Block with the first super chat. Salute to you. And talk about this heifer in this video, because I just seen the video today. I reposted it on my X page, my Twitter page. I knew it was going to be bad. Oh, the heifers are coming up with all kinds of excuses. Blaming the boyfriend. He must have done something. Just imagine if a man could use that advice. Or not use that advice, use that type of excuse. That if he hits a woman or does something to a woman, and then he could just use the advice, well, she did something to me first. There's always an excuse with the heifer. The American heifer will never be held accountable for anything she does, which is why there's so much of the nonsense that we see. So let's see who's here in the chat tonight. Leilani Mitchell was good. Boss Lady, Mark, Garrison, 2Block, Angel, Millions, David, Black Rain, Ryuga, Music is Medicine. What's up? I've never seen so many people make excuses for domestic violence. Not only was this heifer shoving him, she looked like she either punched him or slapped him in the face. And then you got this fool, her boyfriend, who's making excuses for her. What's good, G. Marie Rochester? Salute to you for being a member. Let's talk about it. What's good? Make sure y'all like the stream if you haven't. Making excuses for being pummeled by this heifer. So you cannot help people that don't want to help themselves. But that's not going to stop me from speaking the truth. Domestic violence goes both ways. Women beat on men, then you have men who beat on women. It's just that simple. It's not, domestic violence isn't just men. Women commit domestic violence too, is underreported. And then when it is reported, you got people who will shame that man. They will shame him for doing this. They will shame him. So men don't come forward. They out here in abusive relationships, but they stay with these women because they don't want to get these women in trouble. So they put up with her nonsense. What's good, Jalen? What's good, Devon? Shout out to y'all for being members, being here. I talked about it in my most recent video in regards to Sha'Carri Richardson. I know somebody mentioned in the chat that she's not well known. That's why nobody's talking about it. I call BS on that. A lot of people know who Sha'Carri is. Go look at her comment section. She got a lot of blue check marks in her comment section. She's very well known. When I made videos about her a couple years ago, those videos did very well. You know why? Because people were interested in Sha'Carri Richardson. They were. Or that's what YouTube does. They punish this channel. You know, this is a channel I go live on. YouTube do not believe in sending out notifications on this channel. Maybe because I don't go live enough. I don't know. But also, if you can, if you're willing, make sure y'all go sign up to the Patreon. I'm putting up exclusive content again up there. And I hope to do some other new things there as well that I can't put on YouTube for whatever reason. I've been putting out enough content on YouTube. There's some things I want to be able to speak about. can't really do it on here. And it's been like this for over almost 10 years. So salute to everybody that supports. And also make sure y'all follow me on the Facebook, Twitter, and the Instagram, so y'all get notified when I post videos or when I go live. I wouldn't mind doing like a podcast episodes with a female. Been on my mind recently because, you know, I can have a conversation with anybody. I just think the dynamic of y'all hearing me speak to women, because, you know, people love to make claims. They think they know me, but they really don't. I think I'm better with women than the majority of these people I see on this platform who pretend like they're good with women, but they're not. And having conversations. Because I'm a logical person. I don't believe in yelling and arguing with women. That's one thing I would never do. You would never hear me argue with a woman. If I'm going off on a woman, she's probably said something stupid, and I'm going off on her, and I'm not gonna have no back and forth. I'm gonna go off on her, then I'm gonna kick off the phone lines or whatever. That's about it. We're not about to go back and forth. But I've never had to do that. I've never had to go off. I've never had to yell. I've seen other men on this platform do it. I think is weird. You don't have to be on here arguing with women. I'm telling you dudes right now, you don't have to get on here and make a fool of yourself. Okay? I know these women be pushing buttons. You can check them and keep it pushing. Again, make sure y'all like the stream. I'm trying to send a super chat, but I have to update my password. Okay, Leilani, that's fine. But I want y'all to hear it. I want you to hear me communicate and talk with women. Because like I said, people on this platform don't know how to do that.
Chicks like Carrie think because they're athletes they can just whoop a man.
Right.
They like dudes like CC cause his weakness validates their masculinity.
Right. Appreciate that, Brian. Because when I saw the video, she was really trying to hurt him. Like, she was really trying to push him to where he, could hurt himself. Like, those weren't pushes like, playful pushes. It wasn't like push. I've seen people push each other. Those were, I don't like you, you're getting on my nerves type pushes. See, you heifers have gotten way too comfortable putting your hands on men. For decades, we had to be browbeaten about domestic violence and how the men need to be tougher and deal with it and run away. You had a perfect example of a man who was simply trying to walk away and she wouldn't let him do it. He tried to walk away. I think domestic violence is 50-50. I think it's have and have. It's not, there's propaganda out there that tries to make you believe that only men are committing domestic violence. That's incorrect. Shout out to Devon for being a member for 27 months. Says he's a beta male for lying to the police about this. Right. But in some places, they don't need the spouse or the person who is the victim of domestic violence to file the charges. Look at Meg Thee Stallion. Do y'all know that Meg Thee Stallion didn't file charges against Tory Lanez? It was the state of California that filed those charges. Now, I don't know what the state Washington is about. I know Washington State is a very liberal state. But like in California, the victim could choose not to press charges and charges are brought anyway. That's how they got Tory Lanez in jail. Because the state of California filed charges. And I noticed no mug shot. This heifer got arrested. And, she caught a charge, but there's no mug shot. I'm surprised this video came out as fast as it did. Because I told y'all in my Sha'Carri Richardson video a couple of days ago, in the comment section, I wrote I spoke about the video being released. And lo and behold, the video gets released. Now, I noticed that the Shade Room, one of the biggest black platforms out there, they didn't post it. Shout out to David Dice.
Maybe it's me, but black women are the only group WHO do DV and get supported and praised for it. SMH, like it's something to be proud of. SMH USA.
Appreciate that. Yeah, because they make excuses for it. They think it's funny. Okay, I take that back. The Shade Room did post it. They did post it. But they also posted Christian Coleman saying she's a good person. Well, a good person wouldn't be pushing you like that. Look at this comment I'm reading. Somebody says, and he still protected her in public. I respect it 100%, but bro should leave the relationship. No, I don't respect it at all, brother. I don't respect it at all. I'm just looking at the comments, y'all. Hold up. Let me show y'all the video. Shout out to Dave for the super chat. Make sure y'all like the stream. Let's get the likes up, family. Hold on, let me play the video. This is very disturbing. That this woman clearly has issues, and this is a woman who claims she got abused from a previous relationship. It's the article here. Now, this is the video here. Viewer discretion is advised. All right. Now, this is happening in a public airport. Look at all them white people. They're like the only black people in this airport. Play this. There's no sound. That you see them right there. You see that? She's tugging on right there. Shout out to Ernest, SYSBM. Salute to you, bro. It's good to see you. You see that? That's the first push. She put some shoulder into that one. Look at this. Look at that. Push them again. Push them again. Look at that. And there are people that's control. Now she's not done, y'all. She's not done. You see, he's walking away from this heifer, but you're not gonna walk away from her. Look at that. Look at that. Still shoving and pushing him. In an airport, family. She did all this in an airport. Look at the airport full of people. And she gotta get her stuff off. Y'all see this? Yeah, don't know how to act. Women should not put their hands on nobody. She does have a Napoleon complex. I believe that. When a woman puts her hands on you, gentlemen, it's over. It's over. Women do not put their hands on men they respect. There's some despicable men out here. But you never hear about women putting their hands on them. Because those women respect those guys. But if a woman doesn't respect you, she going to put her hands on you. And I bet you this ain't the first time. You see how she didn't hesitate to put her hands on? Because she's done it before. Now, I don't know what his upbringing is. But if a guy grew up with a single mother, and let's say that she had some bad dating experiences, he internalizes it and he feels like as a man, he needs to back down whenever a woman, especially in a relationship, is trying to push him around, figuratively and literally. Let's play this back again. Look at this. There is absolutely no excuse for this. There's no excuse for this. None. Somebody said that she's trying to look in his phone. Why would she want to look through his phone? What are you looking through his phone for? Shout out to Black Goku Zero.
Yet you will have simps and heifers that will say that he's a real man for continuing to stay.
Right. Appreciate that. I'm seeing it in the comments. I was looking in the Shade Room comments, the Shade Room post, and there was some people saying that, they respect him 100% for defending her. No. This is why we as men are drowning in society. Black men, we are drowning in society. We don't protect each other. We don't protect ourselves. So who is going to protect us? We got to protect them. Even though we as men, we should protect ourselves. What I'm saying is we have to fend for ourselves constantly.
The calamity is upon Christian Coleman.
Appreciate that, Devon. Salute to you. And y'all wonder why we get no justice? Because we don't stand up for ourselves. How are white people supposed to respect us if we as black people don't respect each other? Don't stand up for each other. Don't stand up for ourselves. So we go to other communities looking for respect? Huh? My ex was like that, little titties and upset. Yo, the chicks with the chicks that don't be having no tits, they be the most angriest. They be the angriest. Look at that. She ain't got no problems putting her hands on them. She's done that before. Why you want to look in his phone? You probably cheating. Let me tell y'all something about these women that always want to look in their boyfriend's phones. They're probably cheating themselves. Because if she wasn't cheating, she wouldn't be trying to find evidence that he was cheating. What's good, Kenneth? Simply a Mirror. That's a name I ain't seen in a while. What's up? Make sure y'all like the stream. Marcus was good. Yeah, the small titty shit, they be the angriest. Listen, look at what his name? Xavier Worthy. Xavier Worthy was with a small chested heifer. You know what I'm saying? And you see how that worked out. He was with a chick that ran track. And she got caught cheating and she put her hands on him. What is up with these black track and field girls, man? Why they so angry? And you guys say, they flat chested and angry, yeah.
One of these days she's going to hit the wrong one. Fafo.
Appreciate that, Leilani. Shout out to you. What is Cap Simply Mirror? Will was good. Take Man, that's a name I ain't seen in a long time. What's good, y'all? Make sure y'all like the stream. Let's play this again. There's no sound on this video. You see that? Now, mind you, this is a woman who claims she was abused by another woman that she was dating before him. This is why I was surprised that she ended up in a relationship with him. Look at that. That man could have hurt his shoulder. Now, he's a sprinter too, y'all. He could have hurt his shoulder. He could have hurt his shoulder by her pushing him into that. I think that's like a column. That's not a wall, it's a column. Now, what would have happened if he injured himself dealing with her? And y'all want to know why black men are dating white women? Listen, if Christian Coleman ended up with a white woman after this, I couldn't blame him. Right, they ain't got no security. I guess she travels by herself or they travel with each other. They don't have an entourage, a security, an agent or anything. They just traveling alone. She might need to get somebody that could rein her in. Jay, didn't she have she had a Jamaican girlfriend that she claimed was whooping her.
Ain't she from Baltimore? Ich they crazy ASF.
Salute, LaMarcus. I don't know where she's from. I have to look it up. I have to look up where she's from. Let me look up where she's from real quick. Nah, she's from Texas. She went to LSU. She's from Texas. I was thinking. I think she's from Texas. She's not. She's not from. She's not from Baltimore. She's from Texas. But I know. I see what you're saying about Baltimore chicks, though. You know. Let's play this again. She used to date a girl in LSU I knew. So again, that's why I'm surprised by her dating him all of a sudden. She was dating all these girls, and now she want to date guys, I guess. Some people will go through their partner's phone because of past trauma and bad experience from an old relationship. It doesn't have to mean the person is cheating or trying to catch them. But see, that's the thing. If there's no trust, then why are you with that person? You know? And still, it shouldn't make you become violent. Yeah, she threw her. Let me see if I can speed up real quick. They went up. That's them right there. I don't know. Let me see. She threw the headphones right there. Y'all see it? She's going to walk up, and it looks like she's going to throw something at him. There. She threw the headphones at him and walked off. See, she couldn't walk off from the beginning, but she throws the headphones at him and then walks off. And then walks back to get the headphones. Yo, this chick is nuts, yo. She needs to be single. It doesn't work with women. It doesn't work with men. Just be single. Because if he were to retaliate it, he would have been in the wrong, right? He would have been in the wrong, right, if he were retaliated. But this is the position that men are put in. They constantly have to watch themselves and monitor themselves and make sure that they don't overstep. But these, females like Sha'Carri, they can put their hands on men because they know there's going to be a segment of people that are going to ignore and they're going to forget and they're going to forgive what she does. It does say a lot about him. It says that, he is being weak on this. This video just came out today. So we don't know, the content creators on YouTube haven't gotten a hold of this video yet. The TikTokers haven't gotten a hold to the video yet. This video is fresh in the news cycle. Because, see, when the story initially broke about Sha'Carri being arrested, TMZ didn't report anything. I'm wondering, where's TMZ at? Why TMZ ain't reported? TMZ was waiting on the video. So when the video was leaked, they had the video. So they must have heard the story, went to go find the video, and now the video's out there. What's up, Charm? Lemon tea, what's not true? JayeDeBlack, I've been single all my life for 47 years. I'm happy. Well, shout out to you, Kenneth. Now, here's the video again. No sound. See, she's already there. No, they arrested her. I think what happened was they went, I guess someone alerted security or alerted the police. They watched the video, and I think that's when they arrested her. They arrested her. I'm telling you right now, I wouldn't be shocked if he was a white woman after this. Shout out to Black Goku Zero.
But look out for them white girls, black men.
Right.
They're gonna take your money and put you in jail LMAO, as if melanated women don't do this type of stuff.
Right. Appreciate that. That's why on my last live stream, which is for members only, I said that, this is why the passport bros are vindicated. This is why not this particular topic, but the previous topic in regards to, what's going on. I say, they're vindicated. Because black women make it very difficult for black American men to want to be with them. And I was speaking in regards to the T app. The T app really exposed the hateful nature of Western women. And I said that, they justify passport bros and why it's a thing, right? They tell you don't go to those other countries, or you're just going to pay for relations. You could pay for relations here in America. If that was the thing to do. No, those guys want to go live over there, interact with women over there for the most part, from what I've seen. They're not trying to, a lot of the guys that I've seen, they don't really come back to the States unless they have to. They stay overseas. They're not coming back to America no time soon. Because better lifestyle and better people. Lilani said, Jay, my daughter is still single. Oh, yeah? Shout out to her. Make sure she chooses the right one. It's a lot of fraud out here. I'll say that. She wouldn't do that to anyone unless provoked. What's good, Gerald? It's the rest of the video. Yeah, she got trauma, but she needs help. She needs to go get therapy. Beating up on your spouse is not therapy. And anybody that makes excuses and try to make it seem like beating up on your spouse is therapy, and they try to make all these excuses, don't listen to those people. Those people are not worth listening to. Y'all talking about the wrong things. Why aren't you discussing why no security was called or why no one jumped in? First off, they're not going to jump in nothing. And security was called. The police was called. That's why she was arrested. This video only captures a minute of the interaction. But I am sure that as soon as it happened, they were detained and she was arrested. They didn't go nowhere. She went right to the police station because she was arrested. So somebody did step in. But they're not going to step in until they see something. And when she threw them headphones, probably when they stepped in. and call the police. Because he didn't call the police. I'm telling you right now, this is why these black men are getting with white women. Because they dealt with women like Sha'Carri their whole life. And when they become successful, they don't want to deal with another Sha'Carri Richardson. That's a fact. People love to get mad at RG3. But RG3 is happy with that white woman. She not, now again, we don't know everybody's personal business, but I don't think that she's doing what Sha'Carri Richardson is doing. People love to talk about how, you know, these guys must hate their mothers, hate themselves because they won't date women that look like them. But they never talk about the experiences that these men had with those women. They never want to talk about that. Jay, you hear? Yeah, I heard about the BET Hip Hop Awards being canceled, I think. Because BET was sold years ago. BET been gone. What you see from BET is a shell of what it used to be. It's been hollowed out. It doesn't have any spirit. It sold what was left of its soul years ago. So no, it doesn't surprise me. They've been wanting to get rid of those award shows. Salute to everybody that's here. Make sure y'all like the stream. What's good, Miss Tangy? If you make excuses for a man beater, because that's what I call women who put their hands on man beaters, then you're doing it because you probably come from a traumatic background. Maybe there was domestic violence in your home. And these guys carry it into adulthood, and they make excuses for women who do things like this because they claim, well, the boyfriend must have done something. Huh? That makes no sense. Why is it always the boyfriend's fault? How about she keep her hands to herself? Let's do that first. Let's start keeping hands to oneself. The blame game is completely stupid to me. It is. She needs help. Yes, but she needs to pay the price for domestic violence because that was a domestic violence situation, people. Yes, it was. Yes, it was. You can't make excuse for that. Just like if a man is out here beating on his girlfriend, I can't make no excuse for that. He's a woman beater. I can't make no excuse for that. And I never do. I never make an excuse for a man pummeling a woman who's not fighting back. I'm not about to do that. I've never done that. I've never defended a man beating on a woman. Never. I don't say, well, she must have done something. It's no tolerance for that. I'm not going to sit here and make no excuse for it. Wrong is wrong. But some people will make excuse because it's about fitting a narrative. You know? Yeah, Sha'Carri, something is off for Sha'Carri. She does have issues that needs to be addressed. That's why when I first saw that she was in this relationship with Christian Coleman, I wondered to myself, is this going to work? Because she had dated women before him. Now she's dating him. Now, again, he's a sprinter. They both basically are in the same field. So they travel together. I noticed she has no pictures of him on her socials. You are so concerned about what's in his phone, but you don't have one picture of him on your social. That's very funny to me. You care about his phone, but you don't have a picture of him on your social. This mirrors in some aspects, not the cheating aspect, because we don't know about any cheating as of right now, but Xavier Worthy, who just completed his rookie NFL season with the Kansas City Chiefs. You saw the game he had in the Super Bowl. Yeah, it was garbage time, but flashes of greatness or emerging talent. He walks into the offseason hiring private investigators on his girlfriend who runs track in Texas, because that's when he met her. He was at University of Texas when he met her. By the way, she wanted nothing to do with Xavier when he first tried to holler at her. That situation kind of mirrors Travis Hunter's situation when he tried to holler at his now wife and she had no interest in him. But she runs track too. And she kind of looks like Sha'Carri. They kind of look like each other too. He caught that heifer cheating and he told her to get out and she got violent. You see, when you tell these women no, or you don't do something they tell you to do, they want to get violent. Shout out to Leilani Mitchell again.
I've seen so many videos of women treating men horribly. Then they wonder why men aren't coming for them.
Right. Appreciate that, Leilani. Or approaching them. Because you know how women love to claim men are not approaching. Why would we approach you? You're masculine. You got tattoos all over your face. Why would we approach you? You walk around with the angry face. Why would we approach you? And I want people to understand that this isn't hate for Sha'Carri. This is a woman who needs an intervention. This is a woman who does not need to be in a relationship. She needs to be to herself, but she doesn't want to be to herself. She got tired of dating women. She want to date men because she knows that that's going to get her engagement online. It's going to make people like her. It's going to boost her career. But again, she doesn't even post him. He's probably posted her more than she posts him. But you're concerned about what's on his phone, allegedly? But you won't even post a picture of him. And the thing is, when you look online, you can barely find any pictures of them together. It's almost like they want to keep an aspect of their life separate. And not because they don't want people all in their bed. No, it's because they want to be available, but then not be available. That's what it looks like. You don't have to have your spouse all over your page, but you can't be trying to fight over their phone and you won't even post them online. Like, that's like, come on, huh? What are we doing here? And for the people that's trying to make excuses, again, y'all need all the ones that need help because you have trauma you've never gotten over and you're trying to justify her behavior because of what you went through. What you went through has nothing to do with this. We're not talking about you. We're talking about Sha'Carri and the fact that Sha'Carri is a man beater. So I would hope that she gets some sort of therapy. She needs it. She's a self-sabotager. She sabotaged herself right before she was supposed to go into the Olympics. And now she's sabotaging this relationship. And that's why they do it, Leilani. They put their hands on men because they think those men aren't going to fight them back. That's why I say, like, keep your hands to yourself. Why would you even do that? Why do you have to put your hands on your spouse? Like, why? Why do you have to hit them? What is that supposed to prove? You putting your hands on this dude. What is that supposed to prove? It just proves that he has a will. He has a reserve, and he's a resolve that is very strong, and he's willing to put up with you and your BS because he wants you to succeed. He wants you to win, Sha'Carri. This is why he's lying, and he's not, let's say lying, but he's taking up for you, and he's trying to gaslight others into not calling you out. Because that's what it is. He's trying to gaslight people. Sir, it's not going to work. We saw the video. That video was, and I said this before it was released in my video, my JayeDeBlack channel. I told y'all that video is going to be even worse, and it is. Sha'Carri Richardson now makes me and other black men afraid of dating black women. And that's why, again, they don't want y'all to see these videos. They don't want, they've been trying so long to try to shame and gaslight people into not seeing what's going on. But this is a problem because, again, black men have options, ladies, and they have a lot more options now than ever. You see, the mentality, because listen, I grew up in the 90s. The mentality was, if you don't go to college or, you're not able to find steady employment in the world, you're just going to be stuck. But now you can work online. You can be a content creator. You can live anywhere. You can work online. You can just do whatever. You can go wherever you want to go. You don't have to stay in your city. That's why I say if dating is bad in your city, move. Move somewhere else. Move where you're appreciated. I would never want to be where I'm not appreciated. You're just wasting time. Work from a laptop on the beach. Right. Yeah. So many options now. That's why I say a lot of you women need to be humble. Y'all get on here and you're so arrogant because you think that you can do whatever you want and men are just going to be waiting. No, we're not. And I'm talking to the 40 and ups who are wondering why they can't get a man. You can't get a man because you waited so long. You had the opportunity in your hand and you blew it. Embracing feminist ideals. And by the way, the feminist movement is in shambles. All these heifers getting BBLs. They're going right back to laying on their back to make money. It's insane what's happened to the feminist movement. It has regressed so much. They depend on men to take care of them once again. I know we sort of were off track a little bit, but this is a live stream, damn it. We can do that. We can go off track here. It's not a video. The bonnet sphere. But yeah, the feminist movement is a complete shambles. Now you got all these women who are coming to male spaces, regurgitating the same talking points they've heard from others. It's working because y'all go listen to them. Y'all go listen to something that they regurgitate from a video from 2015. Make sure y'all like the stream. Salute to everybody that's here. But this is where we at. Dating is in a bad place due to morality issues. And the morality issues is, in the words of Meg Thee Stallion, they love screwing. By the way, there was a lady made a video today. I saw her video. She made a video about Meg Thee Stallion and Klay Thompson, right? And she played a clip where Meg Thee Stallion admitted that she loved to fuck. Because y'all know she lied about having relations with Tory, right? So she did a dumb documentary after the fact, admitting that she lied to Gayle King. And then she admitted that she said, yeah, I love to fuck. You know, I'm like, okay. We know you love to do that. We know that. That's why this whole Klay Thompson thing is a sham. Because you like to screw. You like to screw men. You like to screw women. You like to screw everything. And this is her words. She likes to screw. And she ain't the only one, ladies and gentlemen. There's a lot of women like her now. Women are embracing whoredom at an alarming rate. This is why I say, ladies and gentlemen, fathers, mothers, if you're parents and you're listening to me and you have teenage children, you really need to make sure you're involved, especially in your daughter's life, because you do not want her to become another statistic. You don't want her to be out here trying to get no BBL. You definitely don't want her trying to be no Instagram model. Okay? These young girls cannot wait until they turn 18 so they can go and hop on Instagram and start thirst trapping if they haven't already. Some of these girls are already doing it. Some of them are already doing it. So parents, hopefully you're talking to your children and you're in their life, especially the girls, because they are looking up to the wrong people. They're listening to thought rappers like Meg Thee Stallion and Lotto and Sexy Red, getting tattoos that look like them, weird colored hair. Be a part of your children's life. Tell them they don't have to do that. There's a young female who just lost her life recently, which could allegedly be to a BBL surgery. I haven't gotten that confirmed. Once I get that story confirmed that it was BBL surgery, I will speak on it. I ain't gonna speak on it now. I hope y'all are talking to your children. Even if let's say your children aren't teenagers yet and they're starting to be on the internet. And listen, children shouldn't have social media. You know, if your children want social media, tell them, wait until they're 18 or wait until, you're close to 18 to where you don't have children being raised by Instagram and Twitter. You don't want your children raised by that. Because too many of these young girls, they listen to this BS music, they're online, and they're trying to emulate what they see. Yeah, man, it was apparently her third BBL surgery. Right. 24 years old, gone. And bro, she was so committed to her OnlyFans career. Go to her Twitter page. What's the first post you see pinned? 24 years old, third BBL surgery. Don't let your children have to be the breadwinners. Because what's happening too is, these young girls, when they get older, they become the breadwinners and they go into sex work in order to take care of their families. Once again, do not put them in that situation because they're going to choose to do that, especially if they are decent looking, That's what they're gonna do. Yes, Jay, this is why my daughter hasn't been with anybody. I'm trying to fix her up with you. Well, I'm 36, so I'm a little bit older. I don't know. I know how old your daughter is. I'm 36-year-old grizzled vet. I remember Megan rolling over the couch with the Brad rapper and driving the boat. Yeah, because Meg loves the fuck. I wish I had that. I need that sound bite from Meg. I need that sound bite. That shit is funny. I chuckled when I heard that sound bite. I heard that clip. She said she loves the fuck. She said it so casually, man. I'm telling you, these chicks are getting ran through. Ran through. And with that mentality, it wouldn't take much. Get you a bottle of Hennessy. Probably, some, if you're into weed or whatever, he'll get some cocaine too. You know they cokeheads. These, people be out here snorting cocaine. Wouldn't take much. Hennessy and a good time. That's all it needs. Hennessy and a good time. You don't need much to impress these heifers nowadays. You used to need a lot to impress women. Now you don't really need much. You don't need much. Oh, she's 28. Her entire brand was built on alcohol and driving the boat. What happened to the hot girl summer, by the way? She's trying to change her image. It's not going to work. Can we do an over under 6 months before Clay leaves? Well, Clay's season starts in like October. So once basketball season kicks off, he's not going to be trying to be in no relationship. He's going to be out of there because Clay don't stay with women that long. People talk about Clay might be a bit of a country boy. His daddy played in the NBA. His daddy, Michael Thompson, played in the NBA. He's a simple guy, but he likes to date. He likes to casual date. You think he gonna be in a long-term relationship with Meg Thee Stallion? Are you serious? That ain't happening. Back then, we used to be nervous just to approach. Right, but nowadays, I don't think dudes are as nervous as they used to be because you don't need much to impress a woman. Look at how they are acting. Look at how desperate they are for attention. Chicks is leaving out the house literally in underwear. They don't even like to wear pants. And if they do, they look painted on. Till we get a Cuban link and a bottle of Hennessy and you're in there like swimming. Right. That's all you need. That's all you need. Like nobody's about to wife. Let me get back to Sha'Carri real quick. Let me wrap this up. Speaking on Sha'Carri. Sha'Carri, I don't know where this goes as far as your career. I know that there are people that were saying that, it's not going to affect her. But I think that she needs to be held accountable. I'm not saying, she needs to be canceled. I'm saying she needs to be held accountable for what she did. She needs to be held accountable for what she did. Let me put this video here that I did of her recently in a situation. Let me talk to you males, black men. We have to get to a point to where we're not afraid to call out women. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay to call out women. We don't have to act like they're above criticism, because they're not. Nobody is above criticism. Ladies, you don't have to fly into a rage every time you hear something you don't like. Sha'Carri Richardson was 100% in the wrong. It don't matter what he may have said to her. It doesn't matter that he won't let her get his phone. Why is she so insecure? Why does she need to see his phone so bad? For what? You won't even post a picture of him on your socials. So why are you trying to look into his phone? That's the question we need to be asking. Make sure y'all go sign up to the Patreon too, family, and support the exclusive content I'm putting in over there. Make sure y'all like the stream if you haven't. There's a lot going on, people. There's a lot going on. And I just hope people are working to get their mental health right and are choosing to live their life properly, because nobody's going to care about you but you.
I'm sure Marcus the male horse has another thirsty simp hiding in the shadows waiting his turn. She'll be jumping on another peen by Christmas.
Appreciate that, TW. Shout out to you for supporting. Probably so. Probably so, because that's how she moves. She was just with another NBA player a couple of months ago. She was with, what's his name? Torrey Craig, I think that's his name. Plays for the Chicago Bulls. She was just in a relationship with him. She was just in a relationship with him. And then boom, she's putting a picture of her out with Klay Thompson. This is how this heifer moves. And we supposed to think she's a different person? Maybe without the alcohol, but she's still moving very thottish. She's moving very thottish, you know. She's moving very, very thottish. But I appreciate that, Leilani. Of course, I'm sure Megan is probably hooking up with multiple men at the same time. Because one, she's an entertainer, so she has access to a lot more men than the average woman. And also, she likes women, so she could be hooking up with women too. And this is why she's suing content creators, because she knows that they're telling the truth about her. She don't like that. So what does she do? She tries the censorship route to silence them. Also, make sure y'all follow me on the TikTok. I just put up my YouTube shorts there, but you can sign up there for future reference. Also, the Instagram, where y'all can send me content and stuff like that there as well, and follow me on there. And also on the Twitter as well, y'all can just send me stuff there too, so y'all can keep up when I post videos. Y'all, you got to stop relying on YouTube. You got to start relying on YouTube. I'm going to make sure you get notified, because I'm going to post all of the links on the socials: Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, right? But Sha'Carri, I hope people go in on this. I hope people really talk about this, because it needs to be talked about. For far too long, women have gotten away with doing things to men like this, and men just take it, because what are we supposed to do? Complain about it? Because if we do complain, people are going to attack us and say that we weak. But to me, this is why you have to walk away. You absolutely have to walk away. You cannot stay with somebody who puts their hands on you. Gentlemen, black men, stop dating women who put their hands on you. There's nothing cute or funny about that at all, especially unprovoked. She's getting angry like that because you won't let her see your phone? For what? Why are you so insecure? Why do are you going to let me see your phone? Absolutely not. I'll let you see my phone if you let me see your phone. So, you know what I'm saying? You can't just be wanting to look at my phone and then I can't look at your phone. We as men always got to be the ones to give and give and give. But people don't respect that. They don't. And that's why a lot of men stop making excuses, stop standing women who put their hands on you. It's okay to walk away, especially when you got something to lose. Christian Coleman has a lot to lose. He is a sprinter as well. He has a career. They're in the same field. He has a lot to lose too. You can't be getting caught up in no domestic violence situations because they're always going to look at the man and say, "What did you do to her?" That's all they're going to say is, "What did you do?" Like, what did I do? Like, she putting her hands on me. What are you talking about with that? But that's just the mentality of people. They always want to point to the man being the one who pissed off the woman to the point to where she's doing these things. We always have to be the bigger person. And again, I'm not saying that he needed to put his hands on her. Now, this picture looks like, I think, when the police showed up. I guess this is when the police shows up. For people that want to know why security didn't step in, well, that's the police. Y'all look on the back, that's the police. That's a still from when the police arrived. Let's see if we got more here. That's him here. Let's play this video.
Personally, you know what I'm saying? I feel like it was just a sucky situation all around. Like, I don't feel as if, like, she should have been arrested. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, you know, people have discussions and emotions and stuff like that. And she have, like, things that she need to work on for herself, of course. And so do I, so do you, like, everybody. And I'm the type of guy, like, I'm in the business of just, like, extending grace and mercy and love. And I feel as if, like, I don't try to look at obstacles either. Like, I just look at, like, situations like this to just, like, you know, take a step back, analyze yourself mentally, and then just try to see what you could do to be your best self so that you can move forward, so you can just be the type of person and a human that God needs you to be for his kingdom and for his glory. And so that's kind of how I look at the situation. And, like, and I hate the narrative too of just, like, you know what I'm saying, it's so negative. But like I said, it's just like in the state of Seattle, even talking to the cop or whatever, he was just like, it really was nothing I could do. And just like, I understood, but.
What narrative? Like, her trying to start a fight with you, shoving you into the wall, which could have injured you? You see, this is what I'm saying. Like, no other community, and again, I have nothing against Christian. I just want to reiterate this. I have nothing against him. Nothing against the brother. I don't wish bad on him at all. I just hope that maybe he does, and maybe he just never been in this situation before. So he's trying to handle it the best way he can. But at some point, he's going to need to leave her alone. He's going to need to move on. Because the focus should be on what he does in his career and not her and her anger issues. You see what I'm saying?
I mean, like I said, it was just a sucky situation, but she's a human being and a great person. And I feel like, you know what I'm saying, like, we've been able to be, like, really good teammates, like, all year. And I hate that narrative, too, because, you know, us coming together, like, we're just two, like, real dominant personalities. And she's, to me, the best female athlete in the world. Like, I see it every day. And, like, you know, for me in my process, like I just said, like, moving training groups, a whole new environment, a whole new, you know what I'm saying, training setup, different than what I've been in the past, like, you know, 10 years of my, you know, track and field career, and transitioning and then still coming back running 9.8 and feeling like I got so much more to give, you know what I'm saying, like that's my path, that's my journey, and like being so up close and personal with her every day. And like I watched this girl like fall on the track like in February and walk it off like it was, you know what I'm saying, like a cramp, but get back up and have to take like a month and a half of just like rehab and trying to come back. And then 3 weeks later like have a competition and like, you know what I'm saying, like she just has a lot of things going on and like a lot of emotions and forces going on inside of her that like not only I can understand, but nobody can, because she 1-on-1. I want to.
That's why you can tell that he's like, she has a dominant personality. She's highly competitive, but she also has demons. He's basically trying to say that she has demons. She has demons, and she's battling those demons. But this is why I say that, he's I don't know what his age is. I'm pretty sure I think he's still a young guy. I think he's younger than me. But he's learning. Like this situation is definitely affecting him and will affect him moving forward, because he's probably never been in a situation where a girl he dated put her hands on him.
One too, and so I know everything is happening in God's plan, because obviously He's 1-on-1, and so that's really the main focus and the thing that I just wanted to say. And I know that it's been a tough journey for her this year, but she gonna bounce back, and like I said, I see it every day. She's the best female athlete in the world, and she gonna be just fine. She gonna be good, and I'm gonna be good too. So it is what it is. Personally,
well, again, he's trying to do it. He's a young dude, man. He's a young guy. He's trying to navigate this, and he's trying to be there for her. But like I said before, you can be there for her from a distance, because you have to protect your energy. No matter what, you got to protect your energy. You got to protect your energy. Protect your energy at all costs. Protect your energy. She seems like somebody that if you don't cater to her most of the time, she's going to feel some type of way. And in a roundabout way, he's trying to say she has demons. He feels like she's a good person. She's highly competitive, but there could be some demons there, which we know is true because she's a self-sabotager, as I said before. He didn't press any charges, Leilani. So the police are not going to pursue it because he didn't press any charges. I just hope this don't happen again, Christian. I really don't. I really hope that you can move on from this, hopefully away from her, and this situation never happens again. Because if it does happen again, then that's a problem, and you cannot justify it one way or the other. You just can't. It just can't. I think that's it for that. But that's it, man. I appreciate y'all being here tonight. Make sure you like the stream if you haven't. Make sure y'all follow the links that I put in the chat. All my socials, the Patreon for the exclusive content. Thank y'all for supporting. Shout out to the people that hit the super chat tonight. I appreciate y'all for supporting. Moderators, channel members. Thank y'all for supporting. I know I don't go live as much as I should because I've had internet issues, but I haven't had any internet issues tonight. So I guess I figured out the problem. So it looks like I may have figured out the problem. So we good to go right now. But thank y'all so much for being here and allowing me to entertain you. Shout out to the moderators, channel members, Patreons, people that share the content. Hopefully y'all sharing my content, because y'all love to share other people's content with me. So hopefully y'all out here sharing my content. All right. And yeah, y'all continue the conversation in the comment section. I think all the links too are in the description too. Let me make sure. Yeah, all the links in the description box. Oh yeah, follow me on Rumble. I'm on Rumble too. Follow me on all the Rumble channels. Just look up JayeDeBlack. I'm there. Let's see. Hold up, got another super chat.
At this point, he making excuses.
Salute to LaMarcus Carter. Yes, he is, unfortunately. He is making excuses. That's why I say he hopefully this doesn't happen again, and he needs to distance himself from her. He can support her from a distance, you know. But all right, people, that's it for me. Thank y'all for being here tonight. I'll see y'all on the next. Y'all take care and have a great rest of your night. All right.